Win or go home. Those are your only choices. The United States Youth Soccer National Championships are presented by Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer, and Nestle Nesquik, the official post-game drink of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer. Liberty Mutual Insurance, the official sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Mango, an official snack of U.S. Youth Soccer. Olive Garden, the official dining room of U.S. Youth Soccer. Nike, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. And Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. And by Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. Turbo Sports is the official presenter of the championships, and the NSCAA is a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer. That's where you can find me on Twitter. National championship berth on the line for these two squads. A rematch of National League play earlier in the year, which was won way back in December the 14th of 2014. 3-1 in favor of Arlington Impact Red. Goals from Dukeezy, Lucas Walker, and Will McCreary, all coming after halftime. So these teams know each other well. Both advanced from the group stage here in Tulsa. And now a chance to play for the national championship. Free kick for Santa Barbara SC. They are in white. Arlington Impact Red in all blue with red trim. Black numerals for Santa Barbara SC white from Santa Barbara, California. 2 wins and a tie in the group stage. 9 goals in their favor, 2 allowed. And they are nothing if not consistent. State and region champions 5 of the last 6 years. And national champions back-to-back in 2012 and 2013. They made the semis last year, this very round, and now trying to get back to the title game. Played across Garcia. Benji Garcia into the middle. And headed toward goal, but not close enough. Damiani. Santa Barbara not able to keep it from going out. Good challenge from Arlington Impact Red. McCreary Campbell. Now ahead for Orozco. And taken back by Santa Barbara SC. Arlington Impact Red coming in with 1 win and 2 ties on its card. In group play, they scored only 3 goals, and they allowed just 2. Winners of the 2015 National League Blue Division, in which Santa Barbara SC finished 2nd. McCreary. Will McCreary, 1 of 2 on this team, alongside Jock. Lucas Walker on a run there, but couldn't keep control. Gets it back. Taylor. Damiani. Weekly with the left. And Delgado a chance to kick. Edward Delgado, the 2012 Golden Glove winner in this competition. That being the first of the 2 years in which Santa Barbara SC took home the national title. Played ahead. Chance for C.J. Taylor. Taylor. Good defending there from Garcia. Saeed Cote. Hajduk. Sanchez on the left flank. Gonna go to work. In toward the line. And out for a goal kick. Just barely a little far across. Hamza Monaware. Future George Mason Patriot. Staying close to home there in Virginia, where this Arlington team comes from. In gold this afternoon for Arlington Impact Red. Wearing all black, and boy, that has got to be steamy. Delgado at the other end on red with white shorts. Just a touch cooler, I would think. No score here. Arlington Impact Red taking on Santa Barbara SC. Semifinal of the boys under 17 division. The United States Youth Soccer National Championships here at the Mohawk Soccer Park. Santa Barbara SC in white with black numerals. Arlington Impact Red in all blue with white trim and red numerals. Campbell. Damiani. Ahead for Orozco, but a bit too far.
Daniel, you play those balls.
Long strike ahead from Hajduk. And collected by Monaware. Hamza Monaware says, press up, boys. His kick sent long down the field. A couple of hops, it would have reached Delgado, and with a short pass from his teammate. Gets there anyway. Lots of long balls being played here in the early going. 0-0 the score between these two sides. Arlington Impact Red from Arlington, Virginia with possession. They're trying to take down the powerhouse club that is Santa Barbara SC from Santa Barbara, California. Into the box and booted clear. Damiani. Time to work forward, but played wide to an area without any teammates. The road to OK has brought these two squads into the knockout round. One game away from a national championship. Winner of this match will get either Chicago Magic PSG or Baltimore Celtic, who are in the opposite semifinal in contention for a national championship. I do. And now the Jets turned on by Arroyo. But played out. Santa Barbara cannot maintain possession. And a nice touch there from Saeed Conte. Damiani trying to get it away. Conte into the box. A bit of a miscommunication there. Nil-nil the score between these two sides in the national semifinal. Boys under 17 division. Boys under 17 division of the United States Youth Soccer National Championships presented by Turbo Sports. You can follow Turbo Sports on Twitter at TOURBEAU Sports. You can follow US Youth Soccer at US Youth Soccer, and you can follow me and tweet me feedback at Springs on Sports. Second game of the morning on Field 2 here at the Mohawk Soccer Complex, just north of Tulsa, Oklahoma. First one. And extra time victory, 1-0 in the girls under 15 division. A thrilling match that went up to 110 minutes. And hardly any scoring before the 100th. Will we get as stiff and tight a competition in this one? Time will tell. Garcia. Cole. Dennis Cole strikes it wide. Around 10 minutes elapsed here in the first half. Still no score. Rudy Ibarra, the 2012 National Coach of the Year, or should say Cal South Coach of the Year, rather. Pensive so far in his seat on the bench. Campbell, bit of a head collision there as he holds his head going away, as does Saeed Conte. Both a bit rattled. We're going to get a timeout here as both players will get checked on. We've got a water break here while these two players get their heads checked. 0-0 Santa Barbara SC and Arlington Impact Red in the boys under 17 division of the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. Discussion here with the coaches about how to handle this. For the record, at least observing the group stages, the trainers have been very good about keeping near the field and checking players for concussions. Very attentive in injury situations here in Tulsa. So Cole and Campbell off momentarily. So I think we're going to play 10 on 10 for a moment. 9 aside in the field as those two players are checked on. An agreement made between the two coaches. Seems fair. A little more room, perhaps. And out for a throw on the far side. Orozco. Intended for Campbell. Just out of reach. Cole and Campbell. Tied up in what looks to be the makings of a long battle this morning. Chipped ahead for Cole. Campbell able to get to the header before him. And cleared by McCreary. Campbell. Nifty moves there. Damiani challenged in the midfield and dispossessed by Peter Cargbo. Can Santa Barbara get something on here? Cote. Garcia. Santa Barbara so patient with it in the offensive zone. Cote. Still trouble for Arlington. Out across the opposite side. No score here. Close to 15 minutes elapsed at the Mohawk Soccer Park in this national semifinal in the boys under 17 division between Santa Barbara SC in white with black numerals and Arlington Impact Red, blue with red numerals. Virginia against California, if you will. Arlington Impact Red keeping good shape all throughout. Set to receive a sub here in Roger Rojas Goodbold momentarily. McCreary taken out. We'll get a breather. Arlington FC, newcomers to nationals, have found themselves now in the knockout stage after advancing after group play. Whereas this is pretty old hat for Santa Barbara. Hard challenge there from Cole on C.J. Taylor. And a helping hand up. Nil-nil to score as the mercury starts to rocket up the thermometer here in Tulsa. 93 degrees and charging. Heat index puts it up around 99. Humidity around 60%. Supposed to get up to 97 by midday. But make no mistake, it will feel much hotter. And that's for the folks who are not running back and forth for 90 minutes. Damiani lost his footing there and lost an opportunity in the process. Nil-nil to score between Santa Barbara SC and Arlington Impact Red. Two teams that squared off half a year ago. Which must feel like half a lifetime ago for some of these players. Arlington won that game in Wilson, North Carolina as part of National League play, 3-1, with goals from Dukeezy, Lucas Walker, and Will McCreary. We've reached the midway point in the half. Both sides will take a hydration stoppage. You're watching the boys under 17 national semifinal here at the United States Youth Soccer National Championships. So Brandon Sanchez carted off to the Santa Barbara bench. Has his right cleat off currently. His left knee is already wrapped. Was coming into the game. Now the trainer will try to see what's going on there. Hopefully not too bad. It'll be Matthew Batista on in relief. Still a 0-0 score. As Garcia sends it ahead for Dennis Cole. Hamza unaware. We'll chase it down. And the goalie truly tested. To this point. Still plenty of time for that. Saved by Santa Barbara, but taken by Arlington. Here's Orozco. The feed. Taylor has it bumped away by Garcia. And a goal kick called for. CJ Taylor there. Well guarded by Garcia. And Benji Garcia, a much bigger player, using that length to his advantage. Tufik Lucas Walker will take a seat. As will Christopher Fleischer. It's Joseph Abdul on for Arlington. In addition to Nate Johnson. Toward the far corner. Chance for Cole to go to work on Campbell. Across the midline. We'll stay with Arlington as we get subs on here. For the Santa Barbara side, Christian Lopez will trot on, as well as Tony Ndoyan, who had 2 goals against Baltimore Celtic in group play. One of the teams that made the opposite semifinal in the boys under 17 division. Jock McCreary also on for Arlington. These two teams, as we've noticed before, pretty doggone patient with the ball. Nothing's forced. Each side feinting a little bit, pushing the envelope just enough to maybe show the other side's hand.
Go with it. Hey, come on, let's go.
Lots of little parries by both teams. We're through 30 minutes here in the first half. Arlington Impact Red and Santa Barbara SC tied 0-0 in this boys under 17 division national semifinal here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships at Mohawk Soccer Park. A slight breeze added to the stifling heat here in Tulsa. Heat index has been in the triple digits all week. It's heading that way today. A couple of game times set for later this afternoon. Move back toward sunset in the hope that delayed start times will lessen the impact of the smothering weather. And improve safety as well. Jock McCreary. Out for a throw. Jules Pasco readying to come on. He'll tap out Sahid Conte. One set of brilliant yellow cleats for another. Here's Campbell. And Campbell goes down, drawing the free kick. Future Loyola University Greyhound will stand aside and let Nicholas Duchese, the James Madison commit, handle this set piece. Duchese into the box. Headed clear by the Santa Barbara defender. Nearly an error in judgment there by Duchese. But teammate Hosley able to get to it. Orozco. Make that Fadul. Claps his hands in frustration. Arlington Impact Red knotted 0-0 with Santa Barbara SC as Edward Delgado puts a short goal kick in play. Arlington reaching the semifinals after a bit of a harrowing final match. Going into that match with two ties on their resume. They rallied from a 1-0 deficit to stun Sunrise Elite 2-1 in the final game of group play, with goals from Christopher Fleischer and Brandon Orozco in the 75th and 80th minutes of that match. Talk about getting the right hand on the river, so to speak. That's how Arlington got here. Chiku Torre on here. He will replace Brandon Orozco. Give him an extended rest heading into halftime. And it'll be Ryan Burns checking in as well the next stoppage. We're through a little more than 35 minutes of action here between Arlington Impact Red and Santa Barbara SC, two teams who last faced each other when it was mid-December rather than late July. December the 14th, a national played in Wilson, North Carolina, that won. Slightly different conditions here, I would imagine. But both these teams now with a shot at the national championship game, as Arlington's Jock McCreary readies for a clear. Damiani will sit as Burns comes on, hustling into the set piece. Campbell and Acosta remain in the rear. Played in high and well to the back post. A try. It's in! Fadul! Joseph Fadul has knotted one for Arlington Impact Red. They draw first blood. High ball from Jock McCreary from the corner to the back post side. Headed once. I believe another player might have gotten a knee to it. And Fadul the finish at point blank range in front of Edward Delgado. Not too much you can do as the goalkeeper in that position. So it's the Virginians that take lead over the Santa Barbara, California crew. National championship berth riding on this game. Arlington has stepped forward with the first strike as we near halftime. Through into the box and taken by Delgado. Hard challenge by Jacob Campbell. Draws a whistle. As Christian Lopez earns a free kick to be taken by Benjamin Garcia. Benji eyes his teammates in a pack at the top of the box as he sets up. Breaking toward the post, past Hamza Manaware. Oh, a golden chance there, missed. Santa Barbara players just not able to put it together. Pasco got it right on the doorstep. Thinking perhaps he had a teammate at the far post from him. But it goes for naught. Would have been nice to get an equalizer before halftime and restart fresh. Monaware in a back pedal will now take it in his hands. Ahead for Fadul. Marked one-on-one. Rojas good bold. Angling for room. And a far side foul on Acosta. Two Acostas in play at the moment. Ricardo for Arlington Impact Red and Gio for Santa Barbara SC. No relation that I know of. Poingrad and Contreras at the rear. Brought up across the half line as Santa Barbara takes the throw. Deep in Arlington territory. Played in. Chance on here. Tony Andoyan not able to get a clean strike. And Lucky, who's playing one of the two center back positions. Actually, the top scorer in National League play in the past year with 8 goals to his name. But so far has taken a defensive role in this match. Fadul, a break on goal now. Contact in the top of the box by Poingrad. No call. Poingrad with just the slightest touch on the free kick. Technically played the ball. Fadul able to wrest it from him. An attack. But Poingrad able to knock him off his line. That is how the first half will end. Still a scoreless tie between Arlington Impact Red and Santa Barbara SC here in the boys under 17 division semifinal of the United States Youth Soccer National Championship presented by Turbo Sports. Back in a few moments to bring you the second half. The United States Youth Soccer National Championships are presented by Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer, and Nestle Nesquik, the official post-game drink of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer. Liberty Mutual Insurance, the official sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. An official snack of U.S. Youth Soccer. Olive Garden, the official dining room of U.S. Youth Soccer. Nike, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. And Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. And by Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. Turbo Sports is the official presenter of the championships, and the NSCAA is a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer. the first half. Both sides played with 9 field players for a time. Both came away unharmed. But the set piece there falls to nothing. Lucky Poingrad has moved up to a forward position for Santa Barbara. Leading goal scorer in National League play in the past season with 8 goals, but played a defensive role in the first half of this ball game. Chips on the table now for Rudy Ibarra in the knockout stage. Played across. Campbell. Right back at him. Chance for Santa Barbara here. Acosta says, I'll have none of that. Fadul. Unable to get position at the back on Joel Sarugo, who was fleet-footed and all over the yard when we watched him in group play earlier this week. Jacob Campbell can't seem to stay away from hard contact. It'll be Monaware taking the goal kick, or what is the equivalent of a goal kick, from the corner. And have to be careful to get it far enough away so that his goal, open-mouthed currently, is not threatened. And he does. Acosta, a little bit of hand fighting, trying to get free. And a clear jersey pull there on Christian Lopez. That's a yellow card on Burns. Free kick for Arroyo. Hajduk in the center. No relation to Frankie Hajduk, but captain for this Santa Barbara team has played strong in this tournament. 1-0 to score. Arlington Impact Red on top of Santa Barbara SC. A little more than 5 minutes into the second half of action here in the national semifinal round. Berth in the national championship game, less than 45 minutes away. So Burns replaced by Damiani, who will take a position shaded toward the back post. Corner in, headed clear by Campbell. Another try from Lopez, deflected. And the breakout from Taylor, halted at the midline. Arlington Impact Red and Santa Barbara SC finishing 1 and 2 respectively in National League play in the Blue Division this past season. And Arlington took the 3-1 victory in North Carolina when these two teams met back in December. So far, scales tipped in favor of the Virginia side through 50 minutes of action. David Fadul, the only goal on kind of a hockey-style assist. Corner, deflection, goal. Back in the 37th minute. Arroyo from the rear. And a nice stop there by Nick Duchese. Duchese headed for JMU, and a strike toward goal from Poingrad. A bit desperate. Santa Barbara clearly frustrated at lack of quality finishing opportunities and conversions. Brandon Orozco on the side, keeping loose for Arlington Impact Red. Campbell flying up the left flank. Campbell into the box. Chance Rojas, good ball. I think thought it was intended for someone else. Who, me? Oh. Chance goes begging.
Push us up and in, up and in, up and in.
Monoware, as instructed, plays it up and in per his coach's directions. Fadul and Taylor ahead of the ball, looking for space, but it goes out. Cole and Sahid Conte The only two players up high, really, for Santa Barbara. Cargbo dispossessed by Rojas Goodbold. And back to Delgado. Jock McCreary trying to shake Garcia. And a little more contact than necessary on the far side. Garcia able to get up. Christopher Fleischer set to check back in for Arlington. Rojas Goodbold will come off as Fleischer takes his spot. And Garcia will align the set piece. How will Santa Barbara puzzle out of this one? Down 1-0. A little more than 10 minutes elapsed in the second half of play in the knockout round. Into the box. Heiduke there, but out jump for the header by Fleischer or Hosley. I couldn't tell which. As a matter of fact, might have been Duchese, but it doesn't matter. The important thing is Arlington kept it away. Acosta to the throw. And Damiani loses possession. Now Cole. Wengrad on a run. But the two not able to put it together. Played in by Cargbo. Far post. And Lucky Poingrad not able to get a touch. Forward for Fadul, double marked. Joey Fadul trips over his own feet, slaps the ground in disgust. Fadul's got quite the beard going for an under 17 division. And the haircut, for that matter. Nicely done. Taylor streaking through the center. He's got Orozco in front of him. Taylor leaves it ahead. Fleischer to the center. A chance. Orozco puts it through! It's 2-0 Arlington. What a finish at the front. Fleischer for Orozco. The passing so smooth there on the long balls. First to Taylor. Then out wide for Fleischer. And the finish at the opposite post from Brandon Orozco. Second goal of the tournament for Brandon Orozco. His team now leads 2-0. that much closer to a berth in the national championship game in Arlington Impact's first trip to nationals. But they do say 2-0 is the worst lead to have. Just comfortable enough to perhaps allow a glimmer of complacency to bleed into your game. Arlington's got to watch out for that. Long ball into the box. Back post, header. Oh, a good try there. Just wide by Cogbo. Not sure if Monaware's dive would have even kept that from going through had the header from Peter Cogbo been on point. Expertly played at the back post by Puengrad. Gio Acosta on the sideline for Santa Barbara, looking to check in soon. Something must be done to keep Rudy Ibarra's club from going away. Forward again. Orozco. Played in. Back post. McCreary. Riding Garcia there. Cole had it stopped by Dukizi. High Duke, chipped. Again, the head from Dukizi. Puengrad looking to work free. Sanchez, who's returned to action. Monoware collects. Good to see Brandon Sanchez back out there, trying to make a play for his team. And a misplay there from Cogbo will allow time for substitution. Midway through the half, we've got a water break coming. It's now 2-0 Arlington Impact Red. Can Santa Barbara come back? Time winding down. These are the semifinals, the boys under 17 division of the United States Youth Soccer National Championships. Orozco. Harassed by Sarugo. Two 0 to score here. Arlington Impact Red on top of it. Santa Barbara SC in the boys under 17 division in the United States Youth Soccer National Championships here at the Mohawk Soccer Complex. Semifinals of this tournament. National championship berth on the line. Daniel Damiani, a little slow to get up at the midfield for Arlington. Family watching back home. And as far away as Nags Head, North Carolina, in support of Damiani and his team's quest for the 2015 National Championship. If they can hold this 2-goal lead, they are just minutes away from a berth in the title match. Whoever pulls this one out will face either Chicago Magic PSG or Baltimore Celtic for the trophy. Closing in on 25 minutes elapsed here in the second half. Poingrad into the middle. Oh, great deflection there. And timely from Nick Duchese. Poingrad again and again deflected. Superb defending from Arlington Impact. Poingrad, arguably the most dangerous man in the U17 bracket. Scored the most goals in National League play this past year. 8 to his name. From the left corner, bent into the box, wide of the mouth of the goal. Sailed a bit too far for any headers to be put in play. Still a 2-goal lead. Roughly 20 minutes to go until we reach full time. Acosta keeps it away. Collection of loyal fans holding out in the heat and the sunshine on the metal bleachers across the way, trying to cheer these teams on. CJ Taylor will get a rest for Arlington. And Tanner Mees on for Santa Barbara. Lucas Walker back in for Impact. Duchese again with control. Orozco, a nice touch over his head. Lucas Walker trying to create space for himself. Damiani. McCreary. Crossed over. Lucas Walker, a chance. Can he get free? Oh, Roscoe, the turn. And a weak attempt that Delgado collects. Orozco going for his second of the afternoon after a tremendous ball played from the opposite post just a moment ago on a cross in from Fleischer. The best teamwork I've seen all week, certainly. Orozco trying to get by Sarugo, and a hip check there. Can't do that. Not going to let him get away with that. Will McCreary set to join Jock and his teammates out in the field momentarily. Orozco. Played back. Acosta becoming a human shield for the ball. One McCreary for another. Jock off and Will on. Lucky Poingrad still at the front for Santa Barbara. Has been creative, but has not had any real opportunities of his own. Haidu tried to turn there, found nowhere to go. Hosley and Ukizi have been monsters at the rear.
You got fresh legs, come on.
Sanchez played in. Hajduk not able to get ahead to it. Beaten by Hosley. And a whistle against Santa Barbara. Sends it the other way. A little more than 75 minutes played. (2-0) to score. Arlington Impact Red on top of Santa Barbara SC in the boys under 17 division at the United States Youth Soccer National Championships. We are in the semifinal knockout round. Loser goes home. Winner gets a shot at the title. Tony Andoyan on to replace Dennis Cole as Rudy Ibarra looks for answers. And a yellow card issued there. Far side. Mees getting his first touch of the afternoon. Headed toward goal. Damiani away now. Into the top of the box. And cleared. Orozco. Lucas Walker. Loses his feet. Chance for Orozco. Into the middle. Deflected before it got to McCreary. Unfortunate there for Lucas Walker to lose his feet. But still a chance with Orozco. Orozco at the front. So good at that turning pass. Left it for Fleischer. Corner coming for Arlington. We are the last game in action of the morning session. All 4 fields around us have cleared out here at the Mohawk Soccer Complex. People trying to beat the heat. Lucas Walker into the middle. Dukeezy there. But not really a good chance. High Duke. Benji Garcia, the header. Just wide from Tony Andoyan. Sarugo will check out, replaced by Jules Pasco. As Ibarra seeks more offensive oomph. Pasco has an opportunity back in the first half. At the opposite post here in the West End. But was caught between a pass and a shot. Not able to put it in a good scoring position. Had he committed to shooting it fully, might have been successful. But the person that he thought he was trying to pass to, clearly not in the spot he expected. Damiani. Forward for Orozco. Off Fleischer's foot. And an offside call. Offside flag up again. Orozco just tempting the flag. Closing in on the 80th minute here. 2-1 the score. Excuse me, 2-0 the score. Arlington Impact red on top of Santa Barbara SC. And if I'm not mistaken, they will take on Chicago Magic PSG in the final tomorrow. The Magic side having been camped out for the last little while under tents behind our position on the west sideline, taking in the match, trying to scout the opponent who will try to keep them from a national title. Batista set to come on here for Santa Barbara. Damiani down, loses the ball. Hyduk a shot, and it's through. Hyduk pulls Santa Barbara within one. Captain taking the lead. And the deficit cut to 1. Arlington, if they weren't alert before, certainly are now. And the volume raised on the Santa Barbara bench. As the deficit cut in half. Orozco replaced by Chiku Torre. Can Arlington hold on? Timothy Hyduk. He's gotten his side closer. Can they help him close the gap all the way to even? Not a great challenge there from Jules Pasco. Mostly a forearm shiver thrown toward Nicholas Duchese. So Duchese will take the free kick as Pasco takes the yellow card. Johnson goes down hard in the midfield. And a whistle gives the ball over to Arlington. Santa Barbara players a bit incredulous there at the call on Tony Ndoyan. Damiani will free kick. Into the box. Torre, the header. Up for grabs. Johnson the control. Tried to push it in. Deflected. Nicely done by Tanner Mees. Corner kick coming. Torre ambling toward the angle at a leisurely pace. Half-hearted corner attempt really there from Arlington. Barely two players in the box. They know they're working as much against the clock now as they are against the scoreboard. Over the head of Duchese. Headed on for Monaware. Tick, 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 tick. The unofficial word is there will be 4 minutes of added time. As we're about to clear the 85th minute of this semifinal match. 2-1 the score. Lucky Poingrad shakes a defender. Not able to get free. And a rough challenge by Poingrad. Frustration clear. Will draw a yellow card. That's put Fleischer down on his back. And now to his feet, thankfully. Chris Fleischer going to get the two-man shoulder carry from his teammates over to the bench. Pretty aggressive challenge there from Lucky Quingrad. Certainly known for fancy footwork, but in a desperate moment, emotions getting the better of what would be reasonable contact. Fleischer looks to be all right. Delgado will jog back toward goal after Santa Barbara gets a quick water break during the injury stoppage. A 2-1 margin for Arlington Impact Red. They're in blue with red numerals. Santa Barbara SC in white with navy numerals. They trail 2-1 after a goal from Tim Hyduk here back around the 83rd minute. Pulled his team closer in what previously looked like an insurmountable lead. One goal stands between them. One goal could be the difference between going home and playing for a national title. Excessive contact on both sides there. In the middle of the field, Contreras, the man down for Santa Barbara SC. Campbell grounded only for a moment. We have cleared the 85th minute of play. Certainly. We will see how badly the injury is. Taking to Eric Contreras. These are hard times for the Santa Barbara side. So accustomed to being in pressure situations, not accustomed to losing them. Knocked out in the semifinals last year, and in a precarious position this year. All this after winning back-to-back national titles in 2012 and 2013. Can they overcome a 2-goal lead late in the match? Damiani does the soccer equivalent of icing. Knocking it into a part of the field where there are no players to kill time. Santa Barbara must work quickly. Everything on the line. Duchese. With some help there from Lucas Walker. And again. In the air. Mees toward the corner. Heart's beating at 100 miles an hour. As the goal kick comes from Hamza Monaware. Arlington so close to a national championship berth. Santa Barbara pull within 1 goal. Can they complete the comeback and send it to extra time? Torre with control. You can hear the words Rapido leave the mouth of Santa Barbara coach Rudy Ibarra. I don't need to tell you what that means. Time of the essence. Arroyo sent ahead, far side. Quengrad out jumped by Campbell. McCreary. And full time called. Arlington Impact Red, its first trip to the national championship game. They will play for the title. They down Santa Barbara SC for the second time in 7 months. This time, 2-1 the final.